And we're live. And we see Rob is here. Hey, Rob.
Hi,
Welcome to the
Rob.
stream.
Hi, Wizbot.
Hey, Jeff.
What the fuck? Did he just come from hell?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're
So,
live. How you doing?
hello. How you doing? What?
Speaking
What?
of, like my background is my tavern that I'm now in. So
Are you in a tavern? It's full of lavender.
yeah, it's a nice tavern. It's people are pleasant here and they talk about things and talk gaming and they have drinks and they don't fall on the floor drunk. So well, hopefully not.
You get drunk and talk about gaming, go into the back room and come out and eat some food and go back to drinking again. Is
I'm
that
not
the
gonna.
kind of tavern?
The secret back room.
Shh. That's where we roll dice. That's why you hear a lot of hand movement back there.
How does one hear hand movement?
I don't know, but it comes a lot from the back room. So
Well, folks, today we're going to be talking a little bit about a couple things we found in the news wise. Palladium's promise of power. Backer kit is out there. The reimagination or the what did they call it, Jeff?
Reforge.
Yeah, reforged, but rebuilt is I think the word I was looking for. Uh, Rebuilt system on Unity for it. So let me just pull that up so we can take a look at that again.
So how you been
No,
doing? How's your week been going?
no, just fine. You?
Let's go about pleasantries. Let's talk to one another. What have you been up to, buddy? Game wise, have you been reading stuff, playing games,
No,
going
I
to
have
the
to
back
have.
room?
I haven't been. Yeah, I just pulled this up, man.
Yeah, you're pretty much you're pulling a core here and just just going right into the mission. You don't take time to commiserate.
You want you want? It's a little foreplay, Jeff. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's right. We got to talk a little bit of rugby.
No, I mostly was just been working and new account and everything like that. So I've been dealing with that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, reading wise, no, I reading some books, but that's about it.
Anything in particular? Palladium, Vampire, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition?
Do it slowly. Rob likes that pressure just a little slow.
Just a little pressure.
I was reading some Palladium books because I'm trying to figure out videos to do. I put up that poll on the channel just to see what people wanted to see on the channel. And
Mm-hmm.
it's apparent that people want to see riffs in the world books. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I got to kind of get cracking on some more videos, even though I've released a bunch of videos. Another one today.
Mm-hmm.
Today was a Robotech video. So,
Oh, fun. I like Robotech. I've never
yeah.
played it, but I would like to play it.
I don't. I've played it so many times. I don't think I've ever run Robotech, to be honest. And
Mm-hmm.
when we did Robotech, it was mostly just well, here's the mission, and we went out and destroyed shit and blew shit up, and that was about it. So
So like a normal Robotech show then. Go here, destroy this.
yeah, I mean,
Be dangerously overwhelmed and get out safely.
looking back at it, it was really boring because all we
Uh-huh.
did was just okay. There's some stuff here you need to go blow up, and that's all we did. That's really all the games consisted of. So there
That's
wasn't any like role playing or any backstory to it or
so. What's your guy do between missions? I don't know. Drink coffee. Maybe
masturbate.
watch
I
it.
mean,
Go to the back rooms.
yeah,
Roll some dice.
talks to his friend Bitler. Yeah, so we didn't.
Hi, Mr. Volts.
Oh, Mr. Volts, done with his bike ride. Good exercise.
Awesome. Get that exercise in, buddy.
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't think. I mean, we were kids, so there wasn't much
Right.
going to be done back then, and a lot of it was just haha, we want to go kill stuff because that's what you do when you're like 12.
Right.
But now
Sorry.
when
Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Did you
you didn't
miss
even
me?
leave, you didn't even leave. You were still on
Did you
screen.
miss me? You didn't answer the question. Did you miss me?
No.
All right, let's go back and roll some dice.
These days, when I'm playing role playing games, I want more of a story. I want to, role play a little bit more. I don't want to sit there for 4 to 6 hours just rolling dice for combat, and that's boring to me. So,
Right. Gotta get some role playing when you're rolling dice. So
ROLE, Jeff, not ROLL.
I think it's ROLL, not ROLE.
Well, no, I'm saying I want ROLE.
Who doesn't want a little ROLE right in their life? Especially when you get to be older. You gotta get a little bit more ROLE.
Yeah.
Most balanced RPG. Yeah, absolutely. I try to get the group into role playing a little bit when we play. And it's a little bit tough when everyone wants to get into action and throw those dice.
Yeah, our basic fantasy group is very much into get there, and get back and get the reward. So
But the reward is the friendships we made along the way.
I agree because the best times that I've ever had running games with you guys in that group, because now we have two different groups, but in that group
Mm-hmm.
was when we had some role playing going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When a party runs a Dominion, it's lots of both, really.
Dominion
Hmm.
is a game?
No,
What is it?
Robotech. So,
Oh, okay.
but
Well,
yeah, when we have some like when we played Marvel, we had a lot of good role playing in that.
oh yeah, y'all did great.
When we played Dead Rain, there was some really good role playing in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I like that more than just combat. So, what?
I'm just thinking about dead rain, the farting dog.
Oh, your dog? Yeah. I think your dog actually like screwed up, and that's how he became. I did it as a joke that the dog you were trying to hide from zombies, and the dog farted. So that's why you started saying "damn farting dog."
Damn farting dog. Dog come up and run away.
I mean that game actually had a really good ending that we should have just kept and never went back to because you all just crashed in a helicopter in the middle of nowhere.
We survived too, I believe.
Oh yeah, I deemed it that you guys survived, but I had left it so that you crashed and it was uncertain, and everyone's like, "That's a perfect ending for a zombie apocalypse game."
Then we went back to it.
Yeah,
You know what I would like to do? I would like to go back to riffs, either with our group or with. This is perfect for milieu.
the me. Yeah,
What's that?
look it up.
No, just tell me. You're the evil DM. You're supposed to know these things.
Nope, not gonna tell you. Miss playing it.
Because you don't.
I don't. I miss playing it in a certain sense. I don't miss the rules because a lot of the rules are just so open ended that it was a pain in the ass. But yeah, you were saying you wanted to go back to riffs. We never were
So
in
yeah,
riffs, so
but I don't want to play our like super powered characters because it felt too powerful. It felt like we're just going through it like a like a bullet through paper. You know, we were
Okay.
we were destroying it. The bug people were pretty hard, but I think I would like to go back to that game under
Oh,
different
you're
situations.
talking about our co-op game.
Yeah, our Burrowlition game.
You got me confused because I was gonna say we never actually did riffs in the other group.
You want to rob for sure. But yeah, go back, go back to that game and play different characters, and maybe more down to earth characters.
Down to earth characters. You want to be a part of the coalition, but down to earth. Hey guys, I don't want to kill you, but I'm gonna have to.
Hey guys, so I'm part of the coalition. Could you please give me your stuff? Thank you. No, not being maybe not being part of the coalition, but maybe part of a local uh city
Ragtag
state.
group.
City state, yeah. Maybe we're doing some missions in the wild. Because there's a lot of undiscovered stuff still out there. And I think a smaller, less fantastic team would do a great job. Would be good for roleplay too. You could bring back Mr. Pillow Sniffer.
Oh, God. Well, what would you play if would you want to be like mercenaries or something, or
Yeah, something like that. Maybe not something like psychers, but maybe something like wilderness people. I'm
yeah? Rob
playing a
was telling
road
me about
runner.
that game. He's playing a rogue scholar in a Rifts game I think on Tuesdays. He said, and
Oh, okay.
he's the only person in the game that doesn't have like psychic abilities or like fantastic abilities. He's a rogue scholar.
Yeah.
He's got his wit and his knowledge, and that's about it for a rogue scholar.
Right. I mean, to me, that seems more of a down to earth and less fantastical type of person. No psychers, no magical powers or anything. No augmentations besides for like maybe what normal augmentations like robotics and shit like that. Maybe drug augmentations, but nothing out of like normal human perspective.
Yeah, yeah,
No
exactly.
controlling minds or controlling fire with their mind. Something more like that.
I'm Drew Barrymore. Hmm.
Wait, what?
He said controlling fire with their minds. I'm Drew Barrymore, fire starter.
Oh, okay. Tough, the tough job in Rifts. Everyone is augmented in their way or another. Yeah, I agree with that. But I, I mean, I'm not proposing that we go against like super strong like enemy types, like those bugs. Imagine being a normal human gets those things. Those things just slice you in half in no time. No, I've never seen Firestarter. Uh, Jeff has never seen it. Yeah. But what would you think about that?
We'd have to figure out what we're gonna play for one, and two, we have to have some type of story. What are they doing? Where are they going? It just can't be too random. Like before, we had like a purpose. We were going to actually check out outposts because they weren't responding, and it evolved from there. So
evolved to hunting down a ragtag rebel group that was didn't know what the hell they were doing.
no, no, and taking advantage of the fucking water supply that was 3 miles away.
God, our local water supply. Where's that at? Oh, it's just about 3 miles away. It was the class. It was very dark. They swords like the Cyber Knight. Oh, okay.
I don't remember what class they talking about. I don't
Was it
know.
was it the Glitter Boy? Because that's about all I know.
Was it the glitter? No, Jeff. Was it the glitter boy? No, Jeff. Was it the
Well,
glitter? That's all I know.
what about vampires? Are they vampires? Is that what it was? No.
Vampires. If we went against vampires
Oh,
in
we get
Rifts,
slaughtered.
Yeah, we'd have to be like the Broalition times 7 to go against vampires.
Vampires are no joke in that game. So
Yeah,
start.
I put you guys against vampires in one of the games, and the lowest level vampire
Hey,
almost
Rick.
killed you guys. Rick's here. Time to go. And that's the show for tonight.
Just put lowercase t's on every tree you come across.
Why do we not like these teas?
All of a sudden, I don't like lowercase t's anymore. Rick. But yeah, I mean, I'm talking about doing like we kind of did before. But instead of just being part of the coalition, we're part of a local government. Just contracted out through a local government. Think of it like our sci-fi game, except it was more, you know, uh, less supernatural.
Well, there is a mercenaries book, so if you want
Maybe
to
we
look,
could
we can
try.
use that. Yeah,
Maybe we could try that.
we'll be mercenaries, and
Okay.
we'll mercen things.
We're gonna be like Deadpool. We're gonna be like the Merc with a mouth.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Deadpool. I'm gonna talk a lot. Okay. Okay, bye.
I'm pool dead. Okay.
Yeah, just like try to make it nonchalantly Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm floaty dead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We were gonna say something else. Well, let's get to our news stuff since we had enough foreplay.
Oh yeah, now you want to go to the news stuff? You
Yeah.
don't want to talk to me? You just want to go straight to the mission? You want to do all that? Okay, bye.
Shut up. So, like I was saying before, Rift's Promise of Power, the Reforged, the backer kit is up now. You can subscribe to. No, you can back it. That's what the word is. You can follow the project and back it. And I know Palladium is not very good with Kickstarters and everything. They've had a lot of trouble in the past, so it's up to you if you want to do it. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Kickstarter has not delivered as of yet. And I know some people are starting to get really angry over that. So, I mean, they're just a little bit late, but they are keeping people updated and giving them information. They have put up the latest backer kit post about it, talking about, we'll get to it. It's just a little bit of a delay on things. I think it has to do with where they're printing it, because everybody seems to want to go overseas to print anything. So stop it.
Print American.
Yeah. Go through somewhere else that's American and get it printed that way, because that's what I do with my books. I get it printed here through Lulu, and they print it here in the United States, and it comes just fine. And I'm not paying extra.
Well, he doesn't know that Lulu's actually Chinese. They just put American labels on it.
I love that. Damn. I'm working on. Let's see. What is Rick talking about here?
What is Rick talking about?
I'm working on sorting through equipment and the martial arts to fit the 1930 timeline. Might do something with the toned down Heroes Unlimited Super Soldier option, like minus the super abilities. Well, that was very random of Rick. He's talking about the game he wants to run, so I'll put some context to that one.
Why would you have the super soldier option, but minus the super ability? Oh, he's just talking about. Okay, I get it. He's just talking about the passives, not the actual power part. Yeah, I get you now.
No, he's saying like minus the super abilities. So you're just I don't know how you'd be a super soldier without the super abilities, but
hi, I'm a super soldier. What's your super at?
Math.
I'm good at parking.
I'm good at tearing my gun apart and putting it back together really quick. Wow. Yeah, Trello is the process of building a giant facility. In fact, I think that they actually put something up about that. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, they put up some pictures and everything. It's a good idea to check that out. So let's see.
It's a really good idea.
Lord Games Factory, I think it was. Let's see here. They have a strong commitment to American manufacturing with print in Little Rock, Arkansas.
There you go. Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah. Yeah, they don't really. I saw pictures, but I don't know where I saw the pictures. Maybe it was on Facebook. Yeah. Okay.
So, is manufacturing coming more and more to become more domestic?
Yeah, that's the
Sweet.
overall goal of what they want to do. So
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Okay, well, I can't look at it without logging in, and I'm not on a logging in browser, so fuck that. We're not going to look at it.
Log into your browser.
I mean, the chart you're on leaving out the. Well, you have to give a little context to it, Rick. You just can't randomly spout out what you're doing without some context, unless we're going to go. We're going to speculate because we're live on the air.
Are
Ooh.
we? Are we? Is this game going to be in Palladium, or I thought it was going to be Super Ninjas and Spies?
That's Palladium.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
the
Side
Psy
Stalker.
Stalker?
Oh, okay. Side Stalker. Yeah, I understand. Yep.
Stalking those PSIs.
Jeff.
How many
So-
pounds per square inch is that? 20? All right, you're allowed to go.
So I have to say I'm not really excited about the Rift's Promise of Power Reforged game because I could care less about it. The game sucked in 2005. I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, you might want to pull up that video just to remind people what that is. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know, but just in case. It seems to be there are
Okay.
major class imbalances in Rift. Yes, majorly.
Yeah, this dude was playing it. Jeff found the video of it. So let me get that up for you. You can take a look at it.
Yeah, get that up. Get on it. Get to it. There's a Minotaur. He's leaving. Okay. All right. He's going to the next.
I don't know what he's emulating. Is that supposed to be a handheld console there or something?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Palladium Promise of Power. Hi, I'm Glitter Boy. I'm here.
Like your husband wants to be with you that much.
Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Pause real quick.
What?
Our initial intro to this guy is like, I heard your husband doesn't want to be with you too much. What?
I think he was just kind of reacting to the sounds and everything. So
I heard your husband doesn't want to be around you too much.
well, this is 3 years old, so it's just this is what the game is. So they said they're rebuilding it with the Unity system, which is going to be a lot better than this.
I'm a bug.
This looks like just about typically every the JRPG stuff that they have out there for Nintendo and stuff like that.
I think it's called a tactical RPG.
Yeah, tactical.
Hi, I'm a bug. I'm a squish over here. Okay.
That guy just farted and he left. And
I'm a camouflage. Okay, don't look at me. I have a bulb on my head. All right. People get the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
So I heard your husband doesn't want to be around you too much.
Oh, Jeff.
So Rick says, yeah, I saw it was pretty much a reboot. So I asked Vince what he thought first time around. It was crap. So yeah, I mean, it looks like a time waster. You can have a little bit of fun. Maybe it has a little bit of complex mechanics to it. Like you have to, equip your person, give him armor and whatnot. Make sure that your group kind of has a
I honestly
tactical way
don't
to use
know
it.
what they can do to the game to make it any better than what it was. Okay, so you're going to put it on a Unity engine. Good. Yay. It's going to make it run faster and a little more smooth.
All right, let's ask the question, right? You are a game developer. You want a Palladium property. What video game are you going to make out of Palladium? I'm a side scroller. You have to be a glitter boy.
I don't want a Palladium video game, to be honest. So
I think, you know that Ghostbuster game that you used to play from the old days. I think something like that with Palladium, or how about what's that game with aliens? XCOM, but with Palladium. I think that would be a nice game. That could
well,
work.
you be the coalition getting rid of the Zytics.
What'd you call me?
Your mom.
the bug people. I know what you meant.
Yeah.
The Zytics. But yeah, that or an RTS game might work.
Yeah, let's take a bug race and call it the most annoying thing to possibly try to pronounce ever. Zytics. Yeah.
Only 2 of us hit the like button. I'm disappointed. Yeah, I am too. I need more people to hit that to like that smash button. NNS. What the hell is NNS? Mr. Volts?
Ninjas and Super Spies.
Oh.
God, Jeff, get with your acronyms, all right?
Well, there should be N and double S, right? The Super Spy 1 word or 2?
It doesn't really matter. So
I thought you meant nasty and smelly.
Yes, that was it.
Mr. Volts is into that nasty and smelly.
Some other news out there. They actually were going to go do a Tomb Raider game.
Is it going to be like Promise of Power?
No, it was an RPG. It was by Evil Hat Studios, which I'm glad that it got canceled because Evil Hat Productions Studios, whatever, is what I call shit in a hat productions. So,
thank you, Rob, for liking that smash button.
They did Monster of the Week and Blaze in the Dark, but this fucking company is just a piece of shit. So, I'm so glad that it got canceled.
Well, let's take a look. Let's go to the interwebs. Look at Evil Hat Games, right?
Productions.
See what kind of...
Yeah, Rick has it right. Evil Shat Productions.
Nice. Okay, let's take a look.
Well, strike one. They're on Blue Cry, so
look, our mascot, the butterfly.
Yeah, exactly.
The blue butterfly. The flies.
If you're on Blue Cry, then obviously we know that you have problems. So
maybe I'm on Blue Cry because I have problems.
You do have problems. We know this. But they canceled the Tomb Raider project due to creative differences. We couldn't get our vision to gel with the licensors.
We couldn't make her black.
Oh, Mike's here. Hey, Mike. Yeah, you got problems.
Hey, Mike. Yeah,
I know.
Me too, Mike.
I know, Mike. He's got problems. We know that. They creative differences is what they create. They said for this, so I'm glad. We don't really need a Tomb Raider RPG to be
right.
What was that?
Tomb Raider TTRPG. Yeah, we don't necessarily need that. Oh, I'm sharing the list of games from Evil Hat Productions.
Oh, okay. You want me to share that so you can see it?
Yeah, go ahead.
There.
So, ranging from older to newer. Tell me if you know any of these games.
Yeah. Fate, Don't Rest Your Head, Spirit of the Century, Penny for Your Thoughts. Okay, Penny for Your Thoughts. I don't know about.
I'm guessing it's about a guy who has sleeping next to pennies.
I find Twitter much better than Facebook, but yeah, you're right. Threads is probably worse than all of them. So,
do you know about Blades in the Dark?
Yeah, that's that game that Steven was telling us about, Blades in the Dark. He said he couldn't. He just couldn't take that game because it was all about more narrative than actual play.
What about Thirsty Swords Lesbians?
Thirsty Sword Lesbians, yeah, that's about what you'll get from that company.
Or get TSL?
Uh-huh.
Or there's Advanced Lovers and Lesbians?
Yeah, it's pretty much what that company's going to give you.
What about Elizabethulu?
Elizabeth Who, I've never heard of that.
It's
Apocalypse Keys, never heard of that either. I heard the Dresden Files game was absolutely crap, but I don't know. I've never played it, so I think
What about
Steven said he
Zeppelin
played
Attack?
that. Zeppelin Attack?
Yeah, it's a board game. Board and
Oh.
card game.
Ooh.
It's Greedy Dragons. And For the Queen. Your favorite, Vince.
Oh, is that right?
For the Queen is a tabletop role-playing game by Alex Roberts about dangerous journeys of a queen's servants. I am a queen servant. I'm going on dangerous missions. This game features themes of power, authority, femininity, love, loyalty, and betrayal. This summer comes For the Queens.
Wait, did you say come for the Queens?
He comes for the Queens. In 2019, you came for the Queen.
Queen Morgoth.
Hi, Morgoth. Hi, Morgoth. I'm the Queen. Morgoth Darkblood.
Did someone actually do that? I don't know.
What?
Put me on Blue Sky?
Oh, there you go. Hey, congratulations.
Hey. I'm on Blue Cry, apparently, so...
Yay. Did you want to show us your page there on Blue Cry?
I didn't even know. I don't even know how do you even get to... Is it just Blue Cry?
I get... No, it's Blue Sky, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what it is, Jeff.
Silly you.
Blue Sky.
Obscure box set RPG Paranoia. I'll look it up.
Is it actually putting stuff out, Mike? Because I've never used Blue Sky ever.
Huh?
There's too many pedophiles on there for me to be on there. So,
well, congratulations, you're part of the group.
Let's see. How do you even pull up a Blue Sky account?
I have no clue. No post at all, dude. You've been lacking on your Blue Sky.
I'm sorry. Nah, it's not me, Mike. I don't even know how to. I'm trying to figure out how you even get to an account on Blue Sky. Paranoia was done by West End Games, though. Yeah. What are you doing, Jeff? We see you typing.
Oh, MNOIA Paranoia.
Yeah, Paranoia. The computer is your friend. The computer is your friend. Keep telling yourself that. The computer is your friend.
Oh, can't see that. So tiny, so small. Look at that guy. The guy's like over there in the bottom right, like, I got a gun. I'm gonna shoot you. For the Queen. The Tone. It's a humorous role-playing game set in a dystopian future along lines of 1984. Okay. Is it like that Nike commercial or is it Reebok? I forget.
I think I figured out how to get to a profile.
Oh, you got to a profile.
I have 10 followers.
Ooh. Are they all named Timmy?
No, it looks like
Timmy?
It looks like one of them is not Mike because Mike's not there.
It's
Well, it doesn't
Timmy
show it at least.
and Jimmy and Little Ben. And for some reason, Diddy.
Well, thank you for unfollowing my account.
You did it.
So, okay, you done sharing your screen so I can go back to
Yeah,
what we were doing?
you can go back to what you were doing, whatever it is doing on your Blue Sky account.
So let's talk about something that's interesting here now.
Go on.
So are actual plays infringement on copyrights? It's an article that came out of Tabletop RPG Insider talking about how things like Critical Role, Dimension 20, and the Adventure Zone are the things that actually help the hobby, but also are they infringing on copyright by doing actual plays? My opinion on this is no, because unless you're legit giving out all the information on the screen of the thing you're doing, no. So
I'm gonna say this about that. I mean, I
this
get,
about that. Okay,
yeah.
tell me
I'm gonna
more.
say this about that, but I'm gonna say that I've never seen. Well, I've never really seen any of those guys, but I've talked about Critical Role, and I've seen some clips of it. At that, those guys were like I said, the bread and butter of the hobby. Those guys were the workhorse pushing out material for um, Wizards of the Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is that instead of you know doing all this stuff, trying to get the children into the game, the young crowd into the game, if they really was pushing that, they wouldn't be going for these guys in a lawsuit. They should be promoting these guys. They should be giving these guys money.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the fact that Wizards of the Coast and whomever has been super greedy about their products just shows how bad they're doing. The fact that they need these guys to push out a product. I mean, if you go back to 1980s or 1990s when Dungeons and Dragons really started hitting its stride, aside from like a cartoon and a few comics, there was nothing really pushing the product out onto people. It was all word of mouth, really, because it
There were
was just
plenty of ads. Yeah.
well, I mean, they had ads in like I said, but I said comic books though. I said cartoon and comic books, and yeah, there was some TV advertisement too. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
why would companies complain about free advertising? I don't know. They should, if anything, they should have brought these guys in, start marketing them, and really push down because your product sucks. I'm sorry to say, your product sucks, and that you need these people to in their own, like you said, their own way to push your products out. You just need a better product.
Mm. The so the person that did the research on this so-called article doesn't realize that the whole invention of actual plays started before Critical Role and Dimension 20 in the Adventure Zone, and
You mean
wasn't just
Christopher Hutton?
yes,
Say his name. Chris, say his name.
no, um,
uh-uh.
no. Actual plays started with audio. That's people put them out to show other people how games were played. Nobody did it for glory, fame, or money. They put it out there because they wanted to show other people what games were played like so people can get an idea of how a game played. And a lot of times when I was learning a new game over the years, I would try to find someone who played the game so I can listen to see how it was run, see how the rules were determined, what the adjudications were made. And I would usually do that when I go for a walk. I'd listen to those podcasts or something. But now it's these people throw parties and sit around the TV about it and think they're playing the game. That was one big argument that drove me up the wall. That if you sit there and watch the stupid thing, you're part of the hobby and playing the game. No, you're not. You're just a fan that's watching it. That's all it is.
Thanks, Wizbot.
You're welcome, Jeff.
You're right.
Well, it's the company's not getting involved. This is just some law speculation article that someone came out with. University Law School published role for lawsuit or actual play series copyright infringers by
I think
Mark
they're yeah.
Mechaleka High Mecahiny Ho, whatever his name is.
But yeah, I guess could they do this? Is a paper that was published. No one's actually suing somebody, I guess, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no one. Wizards of the Coast isn't running out there going, I'm going to sue Dimension 20 or this. No, because like Rob said, it's free advertising for their game. So why would they slap oh, wait. I think I remember a company doing that in the 90s. TSR. Dumb. Yeah, anytime you want to put up something for the game, they do a cease and desist to make you pull it down because, copyright infringement.
You're taking away our pennies. Stop it.
That was so that we had all those pages that people put on AOL Town, if you remember that. Because you had your own little page called AOL Town before people had websites or blogs. And I remember $R going after every one of them, making AOL take those pages down for copyright infringement, for people putting up their own like D&D rules and stuff. It was, no, you can't do that. So I guess they could essentially go after them, but they do have a fair content or fan content policy, which gives them a reasonable amount of browsing and looking through materials online and limited fair use as far as rules and stuff are concerned. You remember AOL Hometown? Yeah. That was the websites that we had, AOL Hometown. So
how far do you have to go when making content to differentiate?
What was that
Damn,
word?
I can't say
One more. What's that word?
Differentiate. Damn it, I can't say it.
Differentiate? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But themselves from a homemade product from the licensed product. How far do you have to go? I mean, you can't copyright the word, like, say, crossbow. So
no, things like wizard, fighter, things like that are protected by, free use, so to speak. So
yeah. So how far can someone go before it's considered copyrighted from, let's say, Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the Coast?
Well, they have their own license with their intellectual property that outlines what you can and can't use, in a sense, for making money off of it. But the fan content policy allows you to use things fairly within a reasonable amount of whatever. Like, I couldn't take a Beholder. I think Beholder is copyrighted. I couldn't take a Beholder and make up a whole story about a Beholder and then try to make money off of it. I can take a Beholder and write a fan fiction about it and put it up online.
Hi, I'm Chad. I'm here to deliver a pizza on a Beholder.
Yeah. No, you're good, Mr. Volts. I understand what you're saying. TSR would have been nothing without Gary, and you're allowed to swear.
Ernie Gygax.
Well, he didn't go by Ernie, so
he went by Egg.
Yes, his name was Egg. So I am Egg. I am Egg.
A full protein. Do you want some protein?
I got a gooey center.
You went too far with it. Watch out, TSR is going to sue you over gooiness.
Yeah, Dangerous Journeys. Rick was saying, they sued Gary Gygax and killed Dangerous Journeys from future projects. I don't think I think they may even have Dangerous Journeys. I don't even know, but I don't remember it being all that great. So I have to take a look. But yeah, this article just kind of goes over when does fan content policy even work. It's just a speculative school article that this thing comes up. I did before finding this article. I did like a Google search, and this thing comes up like every couple of years, so to speak. Some fucking asshole gets a hair across his ass and writes something about the copyright infringement. Because if you look on Google, there's like things from 2018, 2014, 2012. So you really can't sue someone for doing an actual play podcast because they're not giving away anything. They're just giving away story.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a sense you're absolutely right, because they're not selling a product, they're selling a story. The story just happens to have your material. It's like a movie being sued by, I don't know, a car company because they used one of their cars for their action shots. Oh no, he used a Dodge Durango. We gotta sue him for no. They're using the car. Everyone understands what that is.
Well, generally in movies, when it comes to cars, they usually have a deal with the car company they use.
Well, yeah, that they do those deals for the simple fact that if they're going to use a car in an action shot where it might get damaged, they might need multiple of that particular vehicle, so they may not deal with it. But how many movies have you seen that have like random cars in it? They don't do deals with all those manufacturers because there's so many cars in there. It just happens to be
I meant the Focus car. Sorry, I apologize.
The Focus car, yeah. If it's used in a lot of action shots where it could get damaged, yeah, they'll do deals with the manufacturer to try to get a better price.
So here's a thing that they went through. Does the limited use license of the fan content policy apply to fair use? For example, let's say I run the Curse of Strahd, the module Curse of Strahd, in my actual play. Fair use law requires using another's content to be limited or transformative. How much of COS, or Church of Satan in this case, can I run before I run into copyright issues? How many changes do we have to make before I am unethically reproducing the curse? Curse. How often can I quote the book before it exits the realm of fair use?
Yeah, now, I'm going to say, question. I used to have the Curse of Strahd, then I took some antibiotics. It's all better now.
All right. Well, Jeff is gone, so because that was a really bad joke. All right, I'll take him out of the corner.
Oh, you caught me drinking again.
Yeah. So yeah, he has a good example there. How long before? I mean, as long as you're not reading it word for word and you're interpreting it for your game, because I'm gonna run Church of Satan now. I keep saying. I'm gonna run the Curse of Strahd different than the way you're gonna run the Church of Jesus.
You Church of
Curse of
Santa. Church of Santa.
Yeah, Church of Santa. I'm going to run it differently than you're going to run it. You interpret things different than I'm going to do it. So,
right. My players might do something completely different than what it's described in the book to do.
Oh, Dan, I didn't even see that. So, Dangerous Journeys. Here we go. The Church of Strahd. Yes. Dan, watch Wizards of the Coast is going to be like, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to do that now for a module. Dangerous Journeys is good, but is overly detailed and complicated as far as character creation and putting mechanics together. I like it. I haven't played it and run it, but it's not noob friendly.
So would that be good for me?
RuneQuest is like that? Yeah, you're probably right.
You talking about the video game RuneQuest?
RuneQuest was actually also an RPG, yes.
Oh, was it an RPG before it was a game, or was it a game first?
I think it was an RPG first and then a video game.
Ah, pretty swanky.
Yeah.
Is it just
So,
like the video game?
I don't know, maybe. I
Have you
haven't really.
not played it?
I think I loaded it up once and played it and went, "This sucks," and then left. So,
No, I mean the RPG, the TTRPG.
uh, I think I played in like one game in a convention. It was released in '90. Okay.
Did you
Uh,
keep mining or fishing for hours on end?
yes,
You
I
guys give
did,
up?
and it got boring really quick, dude.
Okay, Rick saying it was an RPG first.
Yeah, I thought it was.
So
So do actual plays hinder or increase the sales of WotC books? Do they have substantial economic impact on the bottom line? I mean, I would think based on that, do they hinder? No. Do they increase sales? Yes, absolutely. Uh,
probably. I mean, I don't have the figures in front of me, but we know by anecdotal evidence that like you how many times have you you were running a game and somebody wanted to join and said that they watched Matt Mercer or they saw somebody they want to play in your game?
too many times.
Right. So given that fact, we can probably assume that it definitely helped promote their game to people that people will want to buy.
The problem that comes around, and I don't know if it's a generational thing going on here, but or maybe it's just a gamer thing. I don't know. So maybe I'll just
Just a
step back and say
gamer.
it's just a gamer thing. But I noticed the people that play the current edition of Dungeons and Dragons, a good portion of them don't actually buy the material, if you get my drift there.
Oh, they acquire the material without purchase.
And they may buy, I did notice that they'll buy like special editions of books if they really are into the hobby. But a majority of it, they'll just acquire the material.
So let's go back to the question: if that's the case, is that a good reason why they're losing so much money? Is because people are acquiring this without monetary purchase?
I don't know anyone that does that. Hey, G, welcome to the stream.
Oh, gee.
He comes in with a banger. So what was your
Go
question
on.
again? Just a little pressure, Jeff. A little pressure.
just a little pressure. The question is, with that in mind, that probably hurts the company more than fan content being out there. Okay, for free, so it must be up print.
So what is he saying here? Let's see. 5e D&D is on archive for free, so it must be out of print. No, it's just up there illegally. That's all.
Probably.
There's a lot of stuff that's
Jack Sparrowing it.
There's a lot of stuff that's on Internet Archive that really shouldn't be on Internet Archive, and people are like, "Oh, it's on there, so it must be free."
I mean, it in my opinion, you know, I'm a internet kind of noob. I don't really go out that much, but even I would assume that if I saw that on a website, I would think that it was free and not Jack Sparrowed.
Yeah, there's a wiki that says it's been close to 10 years. I generally think of it as been taken down. The entire player base would have collapsed. Probably. It's probably SRD. I don't know, honestly. I'm just going by what Mr. Volt said. He's saying 5e D&D, so it could be SRD, Mike. I don't really know. If it's SRD, then yeah, that's perfectly fine to be on Internet Archive, but if it's the actual books themselves, then that's a copyright violation. I don't know how Internet Archive is letting it stay there, but they probably don't care because they have so much stuff to deal with. So Jeff is frozen.
I'm trying to figure out what SRD stands for.
Standard
role-playing device?
System rules document.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like the generic version that they'll release for free.
Ah, okay. Yeah. See, that's a good idea there. And I think we've discussed that before, where if a company were to put out like a pamphlet worth of stuff, that some companies have done that before, right?
No,
Where they
lots of them. Lots of them. Yeah.
put like a pamphlet worth of stuff out there so you can create the most basic version of their game.
Well, they've
And
been
then if
doing
you
that
want to put
since, I don't know, the 90s probably. Stupid
the
RPG
stupid version,
dumbassery.
yeah.
That works, Rick. That works too. Yeah, they've been doing quick starts for quite some time. I mean, I can remember quick starts going far back as the 90s when it came to certain games, which give
It's
you
like
the
the okay.
basic amount to play a game.
Right. It's like the first hit's free. If you want the real stuff, you have to pay for it.
Wardenheim Tome of Foes. It couldn't resist. I guess it was say this. I don't know the legality of those things, and I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to comment on that.
Yeah.
Why this matters? They're saying there's no evidence that Wizards of the Coast is seeking legal action against actual play creators. They suspect that the article author aimed to explore the depths of copyright and note how they apply to newer forms of media. AKA, it was a legal law student writing an article for his class to get credit so he can move on. That's pretty much all it was.
The Lost Mines of Fandelver?
Fandelver, yeah. It was one of the first 5e modules I think they put out.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
they're
they're
Fandelver.
Well, you see.
See, when you get really hot and roll some
Yeah.
dice, you tend to get Fandelvered.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting verklempt, but not. Anyway. So what do you think? Are there any copyright issues that actual player creators should be worried about? What will the future of the industry look like? Let us know. I think you should shut up and your article.
Jeez. Going in hard with that. I see this as this guy put out this article to explore the idea of logistical problems that people could come over, but in the end it's just like, well, this is an idea. I'm glad you read it. Look at these advertisements. It was pretty much it was an exploratory clickbait.
Yeah, it's just a speculation article of a paper that he found so that he can write an article on Tabletop RPG Insider. I mean, these are the articles that they have.
Yeah. I agree with seeing this, but in the end, it was just like, nah, they don't really have anything to worry about. If you're making a game off of somebody else's game, yeah, then you have something to worry about. But people making podcasts and role playing games off of material don't really have to worry too much because it's their own creative world.
Well, to be honest, looking at that article and talking about that article, actual play people don't have anything wrong to worry about. It's the people that do podcasts dedicated to these games. Like, for instance, when we did Roll for Initiative and Save or Die and Thaco's Hammer or Rob's Thaco Thoughts, that more so would be under copyright scrutiny than anything else, because you're basically taking the book, the information that's in the book, reading it, and then interpreting it for an audience so they can understand it.
But that's interpretive. That's not saying here's what the book is. Here, this is what this is. This was this is.
In some senses, you are. A lot of times
you're also critiquing it.
Yeah, which falls under fair use. But
right,
as long as you're doing it piece by piece at a certain time. So.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is if you just read the book, well, let's take a look at the Warrior. The Warrior does this. It has this stats. It can do this, this, and that. And if you play, in that. But if you put your own, well, I don't like this idea. I don't like that idea. If you critique it, you don't have anything to worry about.
Right. I was just stating that if anything, those people would be more under scrutiny by this lawsuit than an actual play podcast.
I mean, it's frivolous at best. But if you just read the book verbatim and then end the video there, yeah, that's you're using the copyrighted material.
There was a guy that did a podcast many years ago. I don't remember what the name of it was. It was a 3E podcast for Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition. And all he basically did was just read out of the book. He started with the...
Did he put advertisement on this stuff?
I don't think so, because it was for D20 radio, so I don't think so.
Okay, I say if he had, then yeah, he is liable to be sued. If he was making
the dude basically just read out of the book, and that was pretty much the entire podcast. I like D&D 3. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's not bad. What do you think about 3? You don't like 3.5, right?
No, 3.5 is when it started to get a little complex and a little crunchy and a little annoying. But then when Pathfinder came out, it kind of made it a little bit more digestible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they made it so it was easier to interpret and read and play. But then they just got so bloated with books. Just book after book after book. Oh, we can add these rules. Oh, let's add these rules. Let's add these rules.
Stop adding rules!
And it was like, to a certain point that, obviously books are optional. But
right.
Everybody wants the new shiny. And when you get people in your group, they're like, hey, can we use this book? I want to play this class. So
I think TSR had a good idea where they had the basic game, and then they had the Dragon magazine to come out with supplements.
Yeah.
We've developed this type of character. Here, try it out for your game.
Yeah. Dragon magazine was a very good idea because it was official material, so to speak.
Right.
It was officially done by the company, but they said, hey, this wasn't play tested. We just kind of, here's an idea by Jeff. He decided he wanted to make up a spell. If you guys want to try using it in your campaign, by all means. Otherwise, you don't have to. But I feel like when it comes to Pathfinder and everything newer, people feel the need to include the books regardless. Everybody's talking about Pathfinder now.
I've never played Pathfinder.
You would probably like it because it's got a little bit of crunch and a little bit of tinkering that you can
roll.
Yeah, a little bit of rock and roll too. A little bit of the stuff that you like when it comes to games. It gives you a little bit of freedom to explore. I know you like to explore.
My name is Egg.
You have that gooey center ready to go, huh? Yeah. So yeah, basically it.
So
I mean, yeah, go.
I would say, is it a little bit of metagaming? I mean, it's gonna sound weird. I know what metagaming is, but is it like a little bit of metagaming in crunchy stuff where you have the game, right? Where you go to dungeons, you kill goblins and fairies and dragons and stuff like that. But you also have a meta game where you go to town, you have these side jobs where you can do a blacksmith, or
you gonna do the blacksmith?
I mean, she's pretty hot. She got some muscles. She's so sweaty.
I'm a guy. Oh, sorry.
We're pretending, honey. No. You just shh. I'm the adventurer. You're my blacksmith. I'm gonna use my hammer.
Wow.
No. I mean,
that's not what metagaming is, though.
I know. That's why I said. That's why I prepositioned. I know what metagaming is. I'm just using it in a different form to say a game within a game. So yeah, you're playing the game, but you also have other things in it, like I said, blacksmithing, fletching, stuff that you wouldn't normally need to do within the game. Yeah, you would.
Rick wants to give you that hot iron rod, so
Give her, not me, her.
no, you.
I'm not the blacksmith. Her paladin, our paladin loves to obliterate abyssal entities with his thing.
It's his thing, not with
It's
his thing, Jeff.
I've come to defeat the abyssals. Why doesn't he have a weapon? Why is he taking down his pants? All right, you win, paladin. I give up.
Why is he helicoptering after that demon?
I'm rolling dice here, coming towards you.
Wow. Oh my God, Jeff. You just got slapped.
I got slapped.
That you did. So yeah, that's going to be the next thing in one of our games. Jeff's going to helicopter after a monster now.
I'm going to play a bard.
Yes, Pathfinder has a lot of crafting stuff that you can do in downtime. They even have a whole book on crafting and stuff like that. Like pretty much World of Warcraft in a sense.
Right, exactly. That's what I was saying. A game within a game. But technically, I guess gambling would be a game within a game.
Sure.
If you gamble inside Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, we do that when we get our crits. We gamble.
Yeah. The problem, like I said, that they put out so many books that people feel obligated to use them, and you don't have to. I mean, if you just play the core book and say, like, I don't know, the player option book and the GM option book, then the game will be fine. But then it's when you start adding these splat books, as we call them, or I call them splat books. That's what they called them in D&D 2E, or AD&D 2E, excuse me. They called them splat books. You keep adding these books and these books and these books, and it just adds more rules on top of rules, and it starts contradicting itself. Worse than when Palladium copy and pastes everything from book to book. So,
even with the typos in them, I've never seen that.
I mean, if you're gonna copy and paste, dude, fucking clean up the grammar and the mistakes. No, we're just gonna keep the same mistakes in. Okay, sure.
I mean,
whatever you want to do.
That's one of the charms of Palladium, though.
Is that a charm?
It's a feature of the game.
It's a feature.
It's not a bug. It's a feature.
It's not a bug. It's a feature. Yeah, that's pretty much what they go for now these days. Super. I mean, I like Palladium. I would run Palladium as long as it's a small group. Like if it was just the second group that we play in, where it's just like me, you, and Rob, and Rick, and Jules. Yeah, that would work out just fine. But our main group, there's too many people in it, and too much personality going on there.
Is that what you're saying? Personality.
So yeah, why not? Pathfinder's fun.
It is. I mean, I say it is because I hear so much about it that I would actually love to try it someday. I haven't. I really want to read the books that come with Pathfinder. What were they?
What are you talking about? What books?
The Pathfinder books.
Like the supplements that they give out?
No, like the actual novels, like reading material.
Oh, the novels, like the Dungeons and Dragons novels.
Right.
What about you want to read one of them, you're saying?
Yeah, I eventually would like to read them.
I mean, they didn't make too many of them, but let me see what the last one they made.
They made a shit ton, didn't they?
Novels. Let's see.
Novels.
D&D novels, yes. There was a shit ton of those. You are correct, dude. But when it comes to Pathfinder fiction...
Dragonlance, that's what I'm thinking.
So they made 40 novels for Pathfinder. And
that
then we got
like a lot.
Yeah, but compared to the Dungeons and Dragons novels or the Star Wars novels, that's not really that much.
I know there's a lot of Star Wars novels out there, but I was talking about specifically Dragonlance. What was
Oh,
the other one
that's
besides
D&D.
Dragonlance?
Forgotten
Yeah,
Realms, Spelljammer,
Forgotten Realms. Yeah,
Ravenloft. There's just like, hey, how's it going, TMB? Welcome
Dragonlance
to
and
the
Forgotten
podcast.
Realms is what I'm talking about. Hey, TMB.
Well, I mean, they had two really good authors, and they had that the line was selling like crazy. So TSR just kept dropping novels like crazy. But here's the list of the Pathfinder modules they have. There's quite a bit of them. I mean,
I'm
there's
not looking for the
40 of
modules.
them.
I'm just
I'm sorry, not
looking for the
modules.
novels.
Novels. These are the novels. I meant to say novels, not modules. Shut up.
Thank you, Rick, for smashing that liking that smash button.
Yes, please hit that like button so we can get some more likes for the podcast.
We like likes around here.
I heard Dragonlance. Let me get that up so I could see it better. They have a core trilogy Dragonlance in hardcover on Amazon. Yeah, they do. You can get the
Do they?
hardcover on Amazon. Yeah, like an omnibus type thing going on. If you want to pick that up, I have the novels and the Forgotten Realm first couple. So
Mm-hmm.
Jeff's
Yeah,
about
I've
to.
heard of
Sounds like you're about to take off when you start to laugh.
Couldn't get past the first Dragonlance book. Why?
Probably because it's the way it starts. It's not that great.
It's a story about Jim. Yeah, so Jim, he woke up.
No, it's like
and he
it's like
had himself some
the
coffee.
it's like the Lord of the Ring books. It talks about a tree for about a half an hour.
This tree was a great and mighty oak. It once came from an acorn. An acorn was developed from the stars themselves.
It's just
This
like, okay,
tree
cool.
grew up over hundreds of years into a mighty oak.
Okay, 15 pages later. Okay, I get it. There's a tree here. Can we move on, sir? No,
So
the
we go on.
tree.
The tree is named Julio. What did we name that tree in your game?
Hernandez, I think it was.
Hernandez. The tree was named Hernandez.
I don't even remember where that name came from.
It just randomly popped up.
Yes, and of course, when it came to the tree, you guys loved it and wanted to friggin' make it a party member, even though it was a damn tree.
Yeah, I would always add it to the list of people in the game, so we would know each other's characters' names. And at the end, it was always Tree Hernandez. He said, "Jeff, stop putting that shit on there." No.
Yeah, the Moonshine Trilogy is a very good one. I really liked the enjoyed, whatever you want to call it, the Ravenloft novels. At least most of them. A classic adventure antics. Yes. If there was a poster picture for classic adventure antics, David from our former group would be on that picture.
Oh yeah,
he was very good at antics.
Yeah, he was very good. He was also very good with keeping a joke going. Like he
was a good player.
He was an excellent role player. He could keep a joke absolutely still going. Like one time we were talking about he was playing a gnome in one of our Palladium games, and for some reason someone asked him if he took a bath in the town fountain. And so that's what he did every time we got done with a mission. He's like, "I'm gonna go take a shower or take a bath." Why are you leaving the bar to do that?
Dungeon Crawler Carl, yeah, it's an excellent series. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, Jeff, or read it, whatever you want to do. I know a lot of people like listening to it because the audiobooks are really, really good. Take a look that up. Dungeon Crawler. You might really, really enjoy it.
Okay. What is his subject?
What is his subject?
Yeah, you say dungeon. Is he more of a D&D Palladium? What does he base his podcast?
It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's a novel series.
Oh, okay. And the novel series is called Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah.
Hi, this is my own fantasy world called Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's what everyone calls it in the world. Called it Carl.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, Jeff.
I think I like slogged through 2 Toronto series books, but the first one had some pretty good hooks. Okay.
Oh yeah, that series. Was that is that Terry Pratchett? No, it was oh shit. I have that first book too. I couldn't get through that first book. It just didn't work for me. Gary's Gored the Rogue. Terry Brooks. Thank you, Terry Brooks. I couldn't think of who it was.
Got him.
Yeah, I never read the Gored the Rogue stuff. I heard it was good, but I never got into it, so couldn't tell you. Terry Brooks. Terry Brooks.
I thought
Terry
you were
Brooks.
into Gary's Gourd.
Oh yes. Yeah, so you might want to look up Dungeon Crawler Carl and see if you like that.
I'm gonna look him up right now as we speak. In fact, just so I don't lose the idea of who he is and what he does.
Well, the only book I've been reading recently was Terry Goodkind's Wizard's First Rule, part of the Sword of Truth series.
What's the Wizard's First Rule? Is it we don't talk about Wizard Club?
You just totally nailed it.
Wizard's First Rule: we don't talk about Gary. Talk about Wizard Club. Don't
I
talk
get
about
it,
Gary either.
I want to see what happened. The little map on the first page helped with the immersion factor. Yeah. I've been about halfway through the first book. The books are so friggin' long though, like 500 pages minimum. Some of his books, and that's just the first one. We can't tell you, Jeff. A good series, but a bit long. Same, yeah. I heard he gets a little bit preachy towards the end of the series, but I don't know. So some people have said I can't comment on that because I have only been reading the first book, but it's been pretty good. I like the story so far.
Is the preach that you don't talk about Wizard Club?
All right, so Jeff is gone again, and he's going to sit in the corner for a little while he talks to himself. Wait, hold on. I think he's drinking. There we go. I got him back. There he is.
Oh shit!
You were drinking, so you're in trouble.
Oh, I can't help it. I got a drinking problem. I got to drink too much.
I know you got to drink that caffeine before you go to work. So
this is water.
Oh, I thought you were drinking coffee.
No. I got to make coffee first before I can drink it.
Well, is it Mrs. Jeff making you some coffee?
No, I make my own coffee.
Wow, okay.
I'm a proud independent man who don't need no man.
Wait, what?
What? Proud independent man who don't need no blacksmith.
Right. All right. Well, I think that's going to end tonight. I know Jeff has to get to work, and I need to go do some things before the evening's upon us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget... What?
You say you got to roll some dice in the back room?
Yes. Yeah, I enjoyed talking to everybody tonight, just about novels and stuff like that, and Pathfinder. That was a good, and going over that article. That was a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. Member stream is tomorrow for this week only. I think going forward it'll be fine because I changed the.
Well, it might have to be next week as well too, because the 4th is coming up.
Oh yeah, that's right. So on the 4th of July, we will not have a member stream because everyone will be out doing stuff, and I'm not going to stream for members who won't be here because they're going to be out. So
maybe you should stream some fireworks.
All right. On that note, I'm just going to leave before I kill Jeff eventually. So.